Hello and welcome to a simple and straightforward review of the Storm IQ Tour Ruby, which releases with the DNA on March 17th. If you like our jerseys, code Rosdahl10 gets you 10% off at checkout at CoolWick.com, and I have a link in the description to Bowler's Mart to get the Ruby pre-ordered or for any of your other bowling needs. I do earn a 5% commission on all sales through the link, so supporting them supports me. The Ruby is a straight remake of the IQ Tour Pearl, aka the Gold Ball, and or the IQ Tour Emerald. The medium strength R2S Pearl cover stock fits most typical lane conditions well, striking a perfect balance of shape and control. The C3 centripetal control core features a 249 RG and an 029 differential in 15 pounds. On paper, the IQ Tour Ruby is exactly what you think it is and expect it to be. On the lane, I think it's the strongest version of the IQ Tour Pearl thus far, but still very similar to the previous versions on overall shape and reaction characteristics. We both reset the surface. We took Angel's ball down to 1,000 and finished it with React-A-Scuff, while I went ahead and took mine down to 1,000 and then used step 2 to shine it back up so that we can get a couple different looks at the ball. Kegel Chromium is our lane pattern as usual, challenge pattern at just under a 7-to-1 ratio, so it's easier than a sport pattern but not as easy as a house shot. 42 feet long, 25.5 mils, so slightly above average length and volume. Royal Crest Lanes in Lawrence, Kansas always takes care of us, so stop in and visit if you're in the area. Angel is our IQ Tour aficionado. The Emerald is her favorite ball of all time, so if you're an IQ fan, pay attention. For anyone as excited as she is about the return of an IQ Tour Pearl, this is exactly what you were hoping to see. The Ruby is strong rolling, stable, round shaping, and controllable with just enough shape down lane. Because of the build of the ball, you're going to occasionally see it be a little flat on occasion or start up a little early, but generally speaking, it's almost difficult to miss the pocket with an IQ Tour line ball. If you're dealing with over-under conditions, are a stroker that walks the ball down the side that's uncomfortable with moving inside, or are a cranker that needs mid-lane control but stability and blend on the back end, this has to be on your wish list. There's just no way around it. Comparing it to the IQ Tour Emerald, it's an IQ through and through. I'd say virtually all the same things about it that I said about the Ruby. Strong rolling, smooth, controllable, rolly, continuous, etc. It's an IQ. It was built to hit the pocket and keep you in play, and that's exactly what it does. The Emerald seems to be a little smoother, if anything, but realistically they're so on top of each other visually that it feels like nitpicking. From a feel note, they have slightly different back-end shapes. The Emerald is a little smoother while the Ruby is a little firmer / more responsive. This is one of those things that's easier to notice while throwing the ball and that's hard or impossible to pick up on while watching video. From the left side for me, my history with low RG, symmetric R2S Pearl balls is rough, and especially bad with the Emerald. The Emerald was terribly over-under for me. It rolled at my toes and went crazy, or just wiggled and never did anything. I had 4 of them, 2 with each hand, so I wasn't optimistic about the Ruby. However, I'm impressed. This is exactly the type of ball reaction that I like. Like I said earlier, round, rolly, controllable, continuous, it checks all the control ball boxes. I think you can see I'm extremely comfortable with it in general as well. My shot quality was through the roof, and that most of the time tells me all I need to know. Some balls just naturally click with and fit for your natural game, and the Ruby so far is one of those types of balls for me. In the third arrow zone, it did try to IQ me, but I remember having this issue with the IQ Tour Nano Pearl. Amazing reaction, but wouldn't carry anything until it got broken in more, and then it ended up being my first lefty 300 ball, so I am encouraged. Comparing it to the IQ Tour Solid, I've had several of these. It's one of my lefty goat balls. I feel like if you're a lefty and don't have one of these hanging around somewhere, that's probably a mistake. These two are obviously related, the Solid being slightly smoother. In addition, for whatever reason, the Pearl version of this cover feels earlier for me than the Solid version, so while it's marginal, the Ruby does seem like the earlier rolling, stronger ball of the two. They both look great from straighter. The smoother reaction of the IQ Solid gave me more pocket control in the third arrow zone, and then I decided not to force any deeper shots from the lane level look. IQs aren't built for angle, and neither are lefties, but overall we did our best and got the job done. The final verdict is that Angel is not only drinking the Kool-Aid on this one, I'm pretty sure she's franchising. New locations and flavors coming soon. I'm in the door looking at the menu, but not sure if I'm ready to order yet due to my history. Time will tell. For Angel, it fits exactly where you'd expect. It's a step up from Hustles, Hypes, Burners, Electrifies, a step sideways from a Revenant, Wolverine Dark Moss, High Road, or Phase 5, and a step down from a Zen Soul, Zen, or Fate. For me, it's a great complement to my Fate. The Fate rolls a little later, but the cover is quite a bit stronger, so it ultimately hooks and punches more down lane. If I need a little heavier mid lane roll but less traction and more control, I think this one will fit well, provided it breaks in as expected.
Be sure to check out my full in-depth review for the IQ Tour Ruby, which is coming soon. Remember that my code Rosdahl10 gets you 10% off at checkout at CoolWick.com. Also remember the link to Bowler's Mart in the description. I'm of course required to tell you I do earn a 5% commission on all sales made through the link. Check out my YouTube memberships for early access and members-only content. Big thanks to my outstanding members. Thank you for watching, and may the strikes be with you.